Hello, good evening. Guys, if you are live with me right now here in the Next Level Success Circle, please comment live down below. Please let me know. Yes, si Ro, thank you for inviting me tonight. Let me know. I'm here in the dashboard. And again, let me know. Comment live down below. Ro, please send me a direct message if I am live already, just so I know that you guys can hear me loud and clear. And if you can also see me as well. If you guys see me live right now tonight, please comment live down below so that I know that this is working. Again, Ro, please send me a message if I am live right now. Please let me know. So I'm here on the dashboard. Thank you for inviting me tonight. And I'm going to dive right into it. If you see me live right now, Ro, please send me a message just so I know. Yes, we are live. So thank you. Thank you so much. So let's get into it, guys. I'll make this as short as possible. I'm given 15 to 20 minutes, 30 in total. So tonight, the topic that I'll be sharing with you is a manual to life and the women. So, what is this? Wisdom Wednesdays, everyone. I'm here to share a book that actually saved my life. This is called The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. And I'll give you a quick backstory on why this saved my life. So, if there's any one lesson right now, people watching the live or even the replay, I'd like you to comment or type down below this lesson that saved my life. So, the lesson of this book that saved my life is this. And you can write it down. I'll read it in the comments. Your purpose must come before your relationship. I'll repeat it again, and I'll read it in the comments below. Your purpose must come before your relationship. So, why am I sharing this lesson? Why does it hit me so hard? And why did it make such a big impact that it even saved my life? So, very quickly, a background on me Martin Cruz. I am a life insurance agent, financial consultant, got into life coaching. That's why I just put consultant over there in 2018 moving forward. People can read my background. So, why this book hit me back in 2014, and I discovered one of my mentors who introduced this book to me back in 2014. Owen Cook was, I was going through a 9 year relationship that time. I was 27 years old, and that was a big part of my life. I was in a relationship from third year high school, fourth year high school, 5 years of college, university, and my first job around 3 years. So, what happened was just like a John Lloyd movie, at my worst, she moved on. So, to be fair, I did write a letter to her back then. I said I wasn't in a good place. I didn't know what my future was. I was burning out. I had no direction in life. And it was hard. And I understood that it's hard being with a person like that. So she decided to move on with her life. Back then, 2014, I had no idea what mental health, depression, all that was. So as I went through that, I thought I could just ride it out. I resigned from my job April, May. I didn't work for half a year. So became a life insurance agent later on. Half a year later, October, November, which I am still until now. But I just thought that I would be okay. You know, time will heal like that. So a lesson here that saved my life, I'm just fast forwarding TLDR, too long didn't read, no, is the lesson I got was your purpose must come before your relationship. Note, I didn't say your purpose must come before your woman, because it doesn't apply only for relationships, romantic or otherwise. So, before I begin further, I'd like to ask all of you watching the live or even in the replay, comment below. Type down below, what is your priority? Who is your number one in your life? Is it your partner, meaning your wife, your husband, the love of your life, right? Is it your children? Or is it your career? So, among the three, how would you rank those? Who is the highest priority? Is it your wife, your husband, your partner, your love? Is it your children, those who have children out there, right? Or is it your career? So I'm just checking over here the interaction over there. Thanks, Giddy. I see you commenting over here. The next level, Mon. Thank you also. So I'm reading your comments right now. Thank you so much, Ro. So some people will say it's my wife. She's my number one. Si commander. Some will say it's my children because I understand there are people who have separated, right? They're single moms, single dads out there. Some will say it's the career, I'm a boss babe, career number one. Uh, the work is always with me. People come and go. So here in the Philippines, number one, what I usually hear from married couples is they say this answer, interestingly. They say God. Now, over here, why this book hit me, very quick background is I grew up very religious, Roman Catholic, and religion, for those who hate religion, don't worry, I can relate. Religion was forced and shoved down my throat. So the way I understand it, when people say God is above their wife, their husband, their children, their career, is there has to be a higher purpose in your life. So remember what I shared, the lesson that hit me to the core, your purpose must come before your relationship. So I'm explaining further. I didn't say before your wife, your husband, your woman, your man. All relationships, even with your family. Because some people will say, no, I'll give up my career because my family said this. Your higher purpose must come before everything. You can call that God's plan for you, your mission, your purpose in life, your divine blueprint, whatever you want to call it. This is what that means. So, moving forward, when you already understand that, it took me a decade from 2014 to finally get that lesson, that closure, because I started reading this book just last January, 2025, right, this year, and I journaled. So for those who are interested, who want a shortcut on this, you can check out my Facebook profile. So I'm already live here on Facebook, and I'm looking for like a share screen, but if I can't, don't worry. It's one of the photo albums over there, and it's the best lessons I journaled from The Way of the Superior Man. Now, if you want a video version, you can check out the YouTube channel of Real Talk Lifeline, youtube.com/at Real Talk Lifeline. There is a podcast meditation I made where I share the best lessons, like mini series that you could watch over there. So that is the line that actually hit me, that saved my life. So why is this important, by the way? When we discover that our purpose should always come before our relationship, it will actually guide every other part of our life, whether it be our career, our money, whether it be our relationships, again, with the woman, the man of your life, even with your children, or even personally, whether it comes to your health and making decisions further. This is the reason why I'm doing this live right now. So when I apply the lesson, and I encourage you, people watching the live or the replay, comment down below. I want to hear also, what is your purpose in life? I'm very curious. So what do you mean, Martin? I actually attended a seminar back in 2019. So if you check the description, I took this program from called Quantum Leap. So thank you, Loris Enterprises, Philippines. It's this program that you could invest in yourself, personal development. After the Millionaire Mind Intensive, I leveled up. This is about discovering your mission or purpose in life. 2019, January, this was in Johor, Malaysia. So if you can't access that, check out the YouTube channel again. I made the best lessons on that. So you can check out how to discover your purpose or mission in life. Comment down below for those who already know, what is your purpose or mission in life. So some of you, I'm reading your comments down here. One, thank you. But their number one is God. Number two is family. So people who actually have their purpose or mission in life, one I've heard over there It doesn't have to be change the world, save the world necessarily. One person that surprised me, she was a young girl. She was like 14 or a young girl there. Singaporean or can't remember which Asian country it was. She surprised me. She said her mission was to save homeless dogs or animals, like to build a shelter. What I learned from that seminar was to not judge what a person's purpose or mission in life is. It could be very different, right? It could be helping your community on a local level, barangay, your village, your community, your city on a bigger scale or the whole country. So mine, what I discovered was to help people not give up on life. And there's a process you go through. People might ask, why, Martin, is that your mission? It's very connected to one of my deepest pains or trauma, which I've been healing, which is depression. So I know what it's like for a person to be in a place wherein it's a place below death. So it's very, very easy to just give up. And that's not the intention, of course, right? I, I'm I grew up with guns. I got into motorcycles, so the intention or the point is not to kill yourself at all. I believe that's not the way. But I'm doing this right now. That's why I created Real Talk Lifeline. Because sometimes moments like these can be a lifeline for someone else. So let's rewind back to 2014. That mentor who I discovered in 2014, Owen Cook, his background, he was a pickup artist. I could have gone down a very dark path, right? But when he started sharing truth or lessons like this, I'm not an avid reader. I love comic books, right? My attention span, dyslexic. I have a hard time reading books. This was one of the few books where I could actually read it from start to end because it practically shared a lesson that I could apply to this day and I keep applying like a reminder daily and it saves my life. So why am I sharing this again? Ro, just message me if I'm already approaching 20 minutes or out there. So the reason why I'm sharing this over here, I'm just trying to get a time check. Okay, I'm about 13 minutes in. Why I'm sharing this is this live is for that person. If you are a hopeless romantic, you're a guy out there, maybe a girl too. For the ladies, comment down below if this is relatable. Have you ever fallen in love so hard where you made that person your world? You know, you put them on a pedestal. I can't live without you. You know, you forever, all these things, right? Which could potentially destroy your life. I have gone down that path. So you are not crazy. Men tend to be very mission oriented, like purpose dedicated, that if you give us an assignment or a mission, we're willing to do it to the death. So when we meet a woman and then we treat them that way, so that's like a trap, right? That sometimes you can fall in. I believe women also, maybe you experience that too. So I'm very curious. Comment down below if you've ever experienced that in your life. So it's not just a normal heartbreak. Sometimes you feel like it leads to depression, a dark night of the soul. I don't want to go down there, but some people commit suicide or, you know, they their life gets ruined. They become an addict. They go into rehab. Some even end up in jail. So I feel very fortunate. I am not downplaying this. I know people close to home that happened too. And I'm sharing my life as an example. I'm not the worst example out there. That, hey, this book, it helped me a lot to the point that it guides me on a daily basis. So, again, I'm just checking out your comments over here on the live. Thank you over there. So, okay, I'll wrap it up in a bit. Why am I sharing this book for Wisdom Wednesdays? If you have questions, again, I'm checking out your comments over there. So, this book is a very good reminder. It's more on a spiritual side, but if you want to apply it practically again, I'll keep going back to that. Your purpose must come before your relationship. It's a very good guide that I felt like I did not get from my family, from mentors. like whether it's school or even in work, it tends to be very focused on something like money, something shallow, something very narrow minded or nearsighted. So, this one is like a spiritual guide that can help you find direction in all other areas of your life. So, people who already have figured out their purpose in life, I'm checking out your comments over here. If not, you can check out the Real Talk Lifeline channel. You could check out this book, The Way of the Superior Man. It has helped me a lot. And then also, there's a question here. Part of the guide questions is if it's trying to build wealth or it can guide you in that. Because I have attended the money mindset seminars like Millionaire Mind Intensive, Never Work Again. One thing I love about this is it says that when you do follow your purpose, I'll quote another mentor. This is, I think, Steve Harvey. He was quoting the Bible like that. He said, when you find your purpose, your gift will make room for you. So, this is a reason why I'm doing this. Real Talk Lifeline, I'm sharing with, the next level success circle, even without getting paid initially. When you follow your mission, your purpose, your gift in life, sometimes it opens up opportunities. If not right now, in the very near future, or you'll connect the dots backward, you're suddenly going to get blessing. Could very directly be in the form of money, or it can be opportunities for something even greater down the road. So trust the process. This is what I've been doing for the past years. And someone who wants hope or something practical as well. If you say, Martin, I'm not getting the money yet, why should I do that? Why should I keep doing that? My very direct answer to that is it sustains me. Some may say spiritually, but if you want a real life example of that, how many here, and I'll check the comments down below, how many here have ever tried doing a job or work that you didn't love, it didn't feel aligned, it didn't feel passionate, and then you started to burn out or you started to feel dead on the. How do I determine if it's worth my time? Number one, is it useful? Meaning, can I apply it in my life? And is it the truth, right? Is it practical? So every time I do not apply the lesson of this, again, comment it down below. This is the lesson that really changed my life, right? Your purpose must come before your relationship. Whenever I forget that, my life has no direction. I feel lost. It feels like it's not working. But whenever I align myself with my higher purpose, which I'm doing right now, by the way, I feel like no regrets. I have the energy. No matter how hard, no matter how much I sweat, the effort, the pain, whatever I go through, it'll always feel worth it still in the end. So that's how I determine if this is worth my time. This book, this lesson, this podcast or seminar, whatever it is worth my time. So I'll be checking the final comments over here before I end this one. So Rose said I still have time over here. So I'll end with very practical steps that you could do over here as I was guided. So what can you do from this point? Martin, you keep repeating, your purpose must always come before your relationship. So how do I find my purpose then? Number one, there are people who are highly intuitive. They pray, they meditate, and it comes to them. So, one quick question that can guide you is this: what is something you would do even if you were not paid for it? You would still do it anyway, every day. So, I'll repeat that again. And you can comment down below in the live, people in the replay, you could pause this. What is something that you would do even if you were not paid to do it? And you would do it every day anyway. It's to that level, it's that fulfilling. So, Real Talk Lifeline, my personal example is that So it's the channel, it's the space I created where we have real, raw, authentic conversations just like this. And it's about other topics. It could be about the hardest challenge you had in your life, you feel stuck with right now. So you can connect with me. I help people break through and get unstuck with that because I know what it's like. That was me back in 2014. I hope it doesn't take 10 years for you to get closure, but I put in the work and I'm here giving back. So, number two, if you say, Martin, it still didn't work. I tried, I'm not intuitive. Yung intuition ko is out of whack. It takes time. I try to meditate. I feel frustrated. Check out the best lessons there of Mission to Millions because there's a process, there's a guide that you can actually take steps to do it, just like I did. Now, for number two, don't beat yourself up. Don't be too hard because when I paid for Quantum Leap, which wasn't cheap, so back then it was like 300,000 pesos, like $6,000 US. When that person, one of the other people attended Mission to Millions, what she said was she did not find her mission, her purpose in life yet after that seminar. And that's okay. That's okay. So if you say, Martin, you don't understand. I beat myself up. I'm hard on myself. I get it. Just like you. I get it. So sometimes it may take another experience, another repetition, another method, right? I can help you out one on one if you want. You will eventually find it. Trust in that. If your time isn't up yet in this world, that's why we're still here, right? If we were done in this life, we wouldn't be here anymore, right? God, whoever you believe in, the universe would take us. So number three, just to keep this very practical again as I wrap up, maybe you tried meditating, intuition, just being by yourself, it didn't work. You reach out for help. Number two. Number three is stay connected here. This is very close to home. In the next level success circle, you know, you can reach out not just to me. There's Ro, there's Mon, I saw over here, Giddy. There are so many good people around in the community who I have connected with over here because of Loris Enterprises, because of the masterminds. These are the people when I attended the Millionaire Mind Intensive, Quantum Leap on a higher level, Tony Robbins when I did Unleash the Power Within, Go to a Higher Level, Date with Destiny. I've met people that they will open your eyes, they will open your heart, they will open your mind. And that's how I have gotten this far in my life. That's how I was able to find purpose, and that will guide you in all of your relationships. So I'd like to end this live over here. If any of you have questions here in the chat, Ro also who's messaging me directly, I'll end the session with that. If you any of you have like one or two questions, I can cap off this live with that as we're approaching already almost 30 minutes, I believe. So I'm just checking over here your comments. So Ro over here, I'm checking out the live. You guys are commenting all your messages. Thank you for the support. Giddy, Mon, Ro, I see people. Fatima, Rigor, all the way from Iloilo. Michelle, Mickey. Some of you I've met face to face already. So I love it. If any of you have any questions, I'll be ending the session with this on the live. If you are watching the replay, don't worry. I'll I'll check your comments after as well. I will reach out to you. So as I check the comments over here, last thing is if you want to reach out, keeping this practical again, what can you do? Check out the best lessons, podcasts, meditations, whether it's on my profile, whether it's on the Real Talk Lifeline channel, youtube.com/at Real Talk Lifeline. Also, you can reach out directly to me, Martin Cruz. My profile is public. You can just send a message to me, to Ro. Don't worry, in the next level success circle. This lesson saved my life. It is a guiding light, a North Star for every hopeless romantic, for every guy or girl out there who tends to make the love of your life the center of your universe. Remember that lesson. Your purpose must come before your relationship. Now, for those who are willing to test it, I invite you. If you're skeptical and you say, oh, what will happen? What if she leaves me and all that? The irony that I've found is when you make your highest purpose come before any relationship, the right people will be attracted to you. When you become the best version of yourself, that's part of it. When you live your highest purpose, you attract higher level people in your life. So you'll see that. You want examples again? Just check out my dream board. It's a cover photo usually in my profile. Those are little practical examples you can test, you can try out, and that highest purpose will attract relationships. It will attract the right money or career in your life. It will attract the right or the best version that you would want to live up to for yourself. So thank you. Just checking if there are any last comments, questions out here. Ro, thank you. Giddy, thank you for your comment. Mon, thank you. He's on the right track. His number one is God. Again, whether that's your highest purpose, the higher order, your truth, that will guide everything else below it, whether it's a family, whether it's your children, whether it's career or money. And everyone else who watched over here, Fatima, Rigor, Michelle, Mon, Mickey, Giddy, of course, Ro. Before I end this live, I just wanted to say thank you. I love you. And I will see you next time.